Welcome guys to the second episode of the series What Can We Learn From? Last time we did Keanu Reeves, this time it's about a woman who I've honestly found pretty creepy when I was a kid, but now I understand her way of being. I'm talking about Lady Gaga. Before we begin, I'll take a brief moment to tell you about the layout of these videos. First, I'll give some history about the person and how they rose to fame and success, and then I'll cover things a celebrity does to be inspiring, and I'll tell you how to use these types of skills for your own benefit. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go. Lady Gaga, full name Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta, was born on March 28, 1986 in the borough of Manhattan, New York. She was raised in the city's Upper West Side neighborhood, which is well known for its cultural institutions such as Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. When she was a teenager, she started performing in local clubs and venues in New York. Later, she went to the Tisch School of the Arts at New York University, where she studied music and gathered skills to become a songwriter. She became famous with her album called The Fame in 2008, and within this album you had the song Just Dance, which became a worldwide hit and starting her professional music career. After that she had other big hits like Poker Face, Paparazzi, Bad Romance and many more. What you'll notice right away is that she's different. When you view her music videos or see her live performances, it could be considered as creepy or unsettling. At least I had that feeling when I was a kid. Her videos have a dark atmosphere and they really creep me out. Now that I'm older, I've watched countless music videos, and what I've noticed is that a lot of them fall into the few categories, like this generic love story, someone cheated, or people throwing gang signs and dancing with guns and half-naked girls. Also some creative ones, but most of them were in these big categories. One day I was like, let me search on one of those Lady Gaga videos. Honestly, I was impressed because it wasn't like anything I've ever seen before. This brings me to lesson 1. Create your own thing. Be original. I know this can be hard because you feel like everything has been done already, or you see something that works for someone and you copy it and it starts working for you. The dopamine rush you get is great, but this won't last very long because you don't have something people will remember you for. Of course, it's impossible to be 100% original in everything you do, but what you can do is get inspiration from someone you look up to and give it your own twist, your own style, and embrace that style with time. What you'll get is people will come for the generic part that works, but they'll realize that you have this twist and therefore some of them will become your fans or you'll leave a good lasting impression on them. What I've noticed is not only her music is different but her fashion sense as well. It has changed a lot over the years, but there was a certain period that everyone remembers, with these dresses. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have a fashion sense, but these seemed very weird to me. I was always thinking about what she was doing, but as I went digging, I found out that it was a way for her to keep control in an industry that loves to control its artists. For her, the extra dress was an assertion of power. She did these extra out of the norm costumes because she was rebelling against the industry that mistreats female artists. And here we have lesson 2. If something is bothering you, no matter what the circumstances are, you do something about it. This is easier said than done, but with some creativity, it's definitely possible. Let me give you an example where it's hard. One of your mates is going through a tough time and ends up on the street and asks you if he can stay with you. You agree, but over time you realize that he doesn't clean after himself and you want to kick him out. This can be hard because you want the best for him, but you also don't want this unnecessary stress laid upon you. In this scenario, I would try to help him get a job and save up to get his own place. If he doesn't want to comply, I just have to give him an ultimatum. Do what I say or leave. In every situation that's difficult, you should get creative and do something about it. You also have a situation where you're getting a better position in the company, you're climbing the corporate ladder, and suddenly the boss gives you other people's work. You didn't sign up for this, but you're afraid that if you reject it, you'll lose your high position and any future opportunities. In this scenario, you would have to do something in a more low-key way. It would be unwise to directly go to the boss and say, hey, I'm not doing this extra work. What you could do is document every piece of work you had to do for maybe a month and then find your work contract, and with this you go to your boss and discuss the extra overtime work. Of course, you can explain to him that it takes a toll on your mental health if it's doing so, or that you want more time for your kids. And if he doesn't comply, it's highly recommended that you leave. To summarize, the 2 things you can learn from Lady Gaga are 1. Create your own thing, be original, and 2. If something's bothering you, no matter the circumstances, do something about it. I went more into the second lesson because I later realized that there are 2 different forms of difficult situations. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings and you don't want to become a failure. At the end of the day, it's your health that you should put first. You can compromise a bit, but always have boundaries. That's the end of this video. If you liked it, a like and a sub is appreciated. If you didn't, put it in the comments and let's talk.